I'm Craig Birnbach. Welcome to Yes TV, your latest look at news and information from around Evergreen Public Schools. Our first stop, it's at Burnt Bridge Creek Elementary School, where first graders, yes, first graders, are learning how to program robots. This might look like a group of first graders just enjoying the latest gotta have it toy.
Do the kids enjoy these?
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They want them all the time.
But what you're really watching is a group of Burnt Bridge Elementary students learning how technology works.
We're trying to get it all the way around the grid. Go. Goes is always last.
That's Jude showing you how he programs his B-Bot. Now, a B-Bot is a basic robot that kindergartners and first graders in the Evergreen Public Schools are using to learn basic programming.
And so if you have a square again, so you have to press forward, or backwards, turn, any way it goes.
They are giving the robots directions to follow. And that's important for them to know. We expect them to know how to follow directions, so it's really fun when they say, "It's not following directions." Well, that's because you programmed it that way. So you need to figure out what your robot needs to do.
What's that?
These first graders are growing up in the age of computers, smartphones, and tablets. It's one thing to know how to use this kind of technology. The B-Bots, well, they help the students understand a little bit about how much intelligence it takes to make those gadgets work.
They are so used to everything just Johnny on the spot working, and when it doesn't, they yelp. So this is one way for them to see that somebody has to put those instructions inside there. And today, it's you.
For the students, this is no doubt more fun than most schoolwork. But the truth is, this opportunity to work with this kind of technology at such an early age, well, it's going to propel them to success as they continue their academic journey.
What's really fun is when I pull out the next style of robot or robotics that visits us in the library, they are going to be so much better at that one because of this adventure that we had together.
There, it's full square.
Day in and day out, hundreds of dedicated teachers around Evergreen Public Schools are working to make students into lifelong learners. Each year, one of them is chosen by the Evergreen School District's Foundation as Educator of the Year. Our cameras went along as a teacher at Union High School received this surprise honor.
Let's do it. Get up there. Hey, how we doing? Not a pizza party. All right. It is a party. Perfect. Hey, this is a real special day. One educator across the district is chosen as Educator of the Year. And this year, it is Mr. Moore. That is nominated by students, so that's how it's chosen. So the students who nominated him, I just wanted them to share why they felt like you should be Teacher of the Year.
I had you this semester, or last semester, because I just loved you as a teacher. I learned a lot in your class, not only about college, which I took College 101, I also learned a lot about life through you, and I loved that.
And me, who had you for 2 years, and you had my brother, sorry about that. I chose you because you've been such an inspiration to me and my family, and you've been there through lots of our thicks and thins, and I'm really thankful that I got to have you. So.
And I just would like to say a couple words about Mr. Moore. So he and I worked together at Evergreen High School. Then he was over at Roosevelt, and then he came here. So he's been an amazing teacher. He's one of those people who, if we made a list of all the things he does here at school and out of the school, we couldn't make the list. As all of us that know him know. And it's always about kids, whether he's coaching, teaching, everything that he does. And it's just it's always been a privilege to work with him and know that he's one of those heart and soul people at Union. So I think very deserving you got the award. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Julie Bocanegra, who's our school board president.
About him, I've had friends whose their kids have gone to Union over the years that have always had great things to say about Mr. Moore and his teaching, and I'm so thankful that he has such an impact on our students. So thank you for the work that you do.
We have a check made out to you for $500. Perfect.
I appreciate it so much.
Come over and we'll do some group pictures.
I tell my kids I got a big check. Quite honest, it's the relationships with the kids, and I had a very tumultuous upbringing myself, and one of the main reasons I became a teacher was no student would have to experience that. And I work very hard to ensure that kids know that there's someone here that cares for them, that loves them. I'm going to be the disciplinarian, but I'll also be the shoulder. I think they understand that I genuinely care about them, and this is awesome. I'm totally just taken aback by the whole thing.
What we're about is Union, but also about the district and really relationships and caring for kids and loving what you do. Our thing at Union is we want all students and staff to love what they do. He clearly loves what he does, and it gets through to the students. And it's just his experience and life experience are just invaluable as far as connecting with kids that maybe I wouldn't have the same kind of connection with. So that background, those challenges have really made him just an incredible educator.
Our next stop, it's Heritage High School for another great surprise where two students were recently taken aback to see their parents at school. Again, we were there for the surprise announcement that these great students were getting scholarships to continue their studies after graduation.
Yay, congratulations!
That's Lorraine Vidori breaking into happy tears when she sees her mother and father waiting for her in Heritage's Career Center. Lorraine's parents joined Luis Reyes's mom and dad to surprise and congratulate them on winning $1,000 scholarships courtesy of Community Fitness and Education, a nonprofit organization based out of Atlanta, Georgia.
You were a little surprised, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I was like crying because tears of joy. I didn't expect this at all, no.
Were you surprised to see your parents though?
Yeah, I was, because I was like, how do my parents, this is like, why are they here?
Lorraine and Louise were honored because of the great work they've done with Heritage's DECA Club. They're both officers in the club, and they both qualified for the international competition. DECA, by the way, prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs in marketing, finance, hospitality, and management in high schools and colleges around the globe.
They have put in countless hours, but they've also been great mentors to younger students, as well as ambassadors for the program.
Because I know some people sometimes feel lost within the school grounds, and I do think that as I grow as a person, it's always been that I got to include people. I got to make sure that people are enjoying what they're doing and that they're having fun.
We've just done a lot of community service with the Dare to Care, where we collect cans for our food bank here in Clark County. We've also gone to elementary schools to do activities where gotten the kids involved, which is really fun.
Now for both Lorraine and Luis, the scholarship money is a heck of an award, and celebrating it with their parents, well, it made it that much more special.
Kind of what they taught me. My dad always said, put in that hard work, and that's what I've always done.
First, I want to say thank you to my parents, because that's because of them that I'm here.
Here's a question for you. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a school principal? Well, Evergreen Public Schools' Principal for a Day program allows community members a chance to walk in the shoes of a school principal. They quickly learn that there is no typical day in the life of a principal.
So starting at 3:20.
Tony was partnered with Harmony Elementary School Principal Laura Buno. Right off the bat, Tony found out that a principal's day begins well before students arrive at school, as there were multiple meetings to attend.
He's just here to kind of just see what we do.
Then it was off to greet kids as they arrived at school.
She would just kind of help them relax a little bit and just welcome them to the school. And ask them questions about how, what's planned for the day, just kind of make them relaxed. I thought that was really kind of nice.
Once school begins, Principal Buno and Associate Principal Tyler DeWine team up to tackle issues that pop up. Some are disciplinary, but sometimes a student just needs a little extra attention to succeed that day in school.
A lot of things that I've learned just for the few short hours that I was here that just changed my mind about what teachers do and what administrators do to help with the teachers.
Not every connection with a student has to be serious. Yep, there was bowling today in PE class. Principal Buno, she's got some skills. Recess might be considered a break for the students, but not for a principal who uses this time to connect with the student body. Now, duties ended at lunchtime for Tony, but that's all the time he needed to change his view on what it takes to be a principal.
Learning what really is behind the scene is eye-opening. I mean, it is something that I didn't realize, that their hands are in a lot of different things, but basically it's with the kids.
Before he headed back to his job at Twin Star Credit Union, Tony and the other 4 principals for a day met for a lunch at Crestline Elementary, where they got to share their day and ask questions of school board members and district staff. After his short stint as a school principal, Tony had a clear message for other community members interested in getting an inside view of an Evergreen Public School.
You need to do that. You know, you need to get both sides so you understand really what's happening here with our education system.
Do you ever need a little extra motivation in the morning to make it a great day? Well, then look no further than Union High School's social media channels, where every school day for more than 2 years, Amani Chapin has been posting a morning motivation video to help inspire her school community.
Hi guys, it's Amani here. Hi guys, it's Amani here. Hi guys, it's Amani here. Hi guys, it's Amani here.
For over 450 consecutive school days, Union High School senior Amani Chapin has been there for her fellow students.
See the good egg in others, and they will see the good egg in you.
Every single school day since she was a sophomore, Amani has recorded a morning motivation video with one thought in mind: helping others.
We used to have announcements, but we took those away. And I felt that we needed something along those same lines to kind of unite students in the morning and staff before they started their day.
But you can also do that by just being kind to one person. And that's magic.
The videos are only about a minute long, but they're not just random ramblings from a teenager. They're well thought out motivational speeches based on a special quote.
Today's quote is by Mahatma Gandhi. Today's quote is by J.K. Rowling. Today's quote is by Bernard Meltzer. Today's quote is by Vincent van Gogh.
Every once in a while I search for a specific person, maybe if I heard them on the news or I just heard a speech from them and felt empowered by their words and wanted to share it with other people. But it's usually based on themes.
When Amani brought the idea for her morning motivations to Principal Brian Grimstead, he never hesitated.
It's always great when students have their own ideas. And I'd worked with Amani, I don't know if before that, but at least on some other things, so I knew that if she wanted to do it, she was going to make it happen, or it was going to be a great experience.
For Amani's friends and the entire Union High School family, Amani's words are the perfect pick-me-up.
As a high school student, I'm not a morning person, so to be able to hear like a little boost of encouragement to actually make it like out of my house in the morning from my friend and also my peer, it's really, really great.
Thanks to the magic of the internet, Amani's messages are spreading like a hurricane of positivity.
A few times I've been at the store and had someone stop me and say, "Oh, I love your videos, we watch them every day." And so that just means a lot to me.
But a voice of hope and imagination will tell you that anything is possible.
So is it hard to produce this kind of positivity every single school day? You betcha. But Amani says it's worth it.
Yeah, there's been lots of times when it's kind of been a struggle to motivate others because I don't feel motivated myself. But I found that after I complete them, maybe because it's part of my routine or maybe because I think about how it's helping other people, I feel motivated after I finish.
We got this, one morning at a time.
Video production students and staff have been busy the past few months recording a number of choir, band, and orchestra concerts, as well as the annual District Theater Festival. Keep an eye out for these programs on TV, etc. over the next few months. And if you can't catch them on Comcast, you'll find them on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Evergreen Schools. Look for the Fine and Performing Arts playlist. Now, while we're on the subject of performing arts, theater students at Heritage High School recently brought their adaptation of John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath to the stage. We went along for the sneak peek of their performance.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Heritage High School theater students are polishing their performances for their 4-show run of The Grapes of Wrath. It's a stage adaptation of John Steinbeck's classic novel about the Dust Bowl era migration of farmers from Oklahoma to California during the height of the Great Depression. Students say they're ready to tackle this serious subject matter.
The spirit ain't in the people no more. And worse than that, the spirit ain't in me no more.
It's a real hard project to go through, but I love every second of it. Every one part of it makes it easy, and even while we're serious on stage, it's a blast and everyone's so full of joy off stage.
Junior Jaden Labadie hopes audiences will take in some of the play's serious messages about doing right or doing wrong by others.
Consequences of your own actions, I really like. And seeing how what you do affects other people and how other people, what they do is affecting you. And it can come across negatively or positively, and just what to do to change that, I guess.
Jailbird. Ain't been no Joe's in jail for a hell of a time.
One thing different about this play from recent Heritage High School productions is there isn't much of a set. Instead, the backdrop will be several video projection screens that show historical images from the Dust Bowl era and stylized videos to enhance the mood of different scenes.
I think it's interesting to have more of a focus on the character itself and having the projected images, because it also shows the audience that this was a real thing that happened, and it was a really big thing. And this family is fictional, but it is based off of a lot of different families that had this happen to them.
It's kind of one of my favorite eras, because you had one side where it was completely glamorous, and then the other side where it was just dark and depressing, and there was a lot of suffering, and a lot of people don't focus on that, and I like that this show does. And I like that we're not using as many props to really bring in the focus, like, this is an emotional journey. It's not about the props, it's not about the scenery, it's about the relationship and the people in it.
Finally from us, a different take on Evergreen Public Schools' annual Green Eggs and Ham Week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, my name is Rosalind. Hello, my name is Connor. Hello, my name is Philip, and we're going to read Green Eggs and Ham. I am Sam. I am Sam. I am Sam. Sam, I am Sam. I am. I do not like that Sam. I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them. Sam, I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I do not like them in the house. I do not like them with the same mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a box? Not in a box. Not with a fox. Not in a house with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Could you, in a car? Eat them, eat them. Here they are. I would not, could not in a car. You may like them. You will see, you may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree. Not in a car. You let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. A train, a train, a train. Could you? Would you? On a train? Not on a train. not in a tree, not in a car. Sam, let me be. I would not, could not, in a box. I could not, would not, with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Say, in the dark, here in the dark, would you, could you, in the dark? I would not, could not, in the dark. Would you, could you, in the rain? I would not, could not, in the rain. I would not, not in the dark, not on the train, not in the car, not in the tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in the house, not with a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. Would you, could you, with a goat? I would not, could not, with a goat. Would you, could you, on a boat? I would not, could not, on a boat. I will not, with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on the train. Not in the dark, not in the tree, not in the car. You let me be. I will not eat them with a fox. I do not like them with a box. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. You do not like them, so you say, try them, and you may, try them, you may, I say. Sam, if you'll let me be, I'll try them, you will see.
Say, I like green eggs and ham, I do, I like them, Sam, I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain, and in the dark, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I'll eat them here or there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam, I am.
Happy birthday, Dr. Seuss!
Here's a look at how you can keep up to date with Evergreen Public Schools on social media. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/EvergreenPS. Follow us on Twitter at EvergreenPS. Our Instagram account is Evergreen_public_schools. And check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/EvergreenSchools.